Fresh break down. Everybody know what I'm trying to do now. Hold it down for my hometown. Profound when it comes to doing me because I do it easily and it pleases me. How? So focused, mind open. But hope, I'm in with a motive, soaking in a depth of my own ocean, hoping that the whole world gets the notion. I've been waiting for this minute for a minute, now I got it out my golf in a moment. Size mode, can't sugarcoat it. Beast mode, can't control it. Hold up, if you're looking for me right here, with a pen in my hand to make it all clear that I gotta do it bigger and better and piecing the puzzle together for the people that never bled. So fed up with the bullshit, me too. Like the world got a vendetta against you. Ain't no superhero coming for the rescue unless you ask me to do it, then I bless you. But wait, never too late. Take a deep breath, let it all marinate because the second that I do, I embrace my fate and I gotta make a move because I am that great. All I want is all of y'all to ponder. A better man willing to take his dream farther, but other didn't even try to bother. Start up the engine until we restarted. Pardon me, moment doesn't happen often, so while we here, let's enjoy it and applaud it. Take a second before the night becomes morning and tell those in the trust ahead and call it. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I think they ready for me. I think they calling for me. I think they waiting for me. I hear them calling. I hear them calling for me. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I hear them calling. I remember when my days were so unsure, not knowing what I'm living on this earth for. Now I know that I am what that us for. Plus more representing Prince George for awards. Like the little nigga standing at the bus stop scared cause he fears that he's near to a gun flop. Headphones in his head disappears from this world for your peers in the realm of the hip hop. Just watch how it turn this whole life.
What's up, everybody? How's it going today? It's Thursday, 4 o'clock. Well, a little bit after 4 because, you know, DC has a lot of traffic and I'm busy, but good busy. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in today. My guest could not make it because of life's circumstances, but it's okay. We're going to keep it light, a little funny. I don't even care about the funny. I'm going to just vent today about some things that are going on, but they're all still health related, so just chill on out. You're still going to get some good info, okay? Especially with these holidays coming up. I'm going to talk about what we're eating, what we're doing, all of that good stuff. But first, the winter is here. Or it's here tomorrow or today, later on, but the weather, the presence of it is here, definitely, right? So even with that, it kind of changes how we eat. So the other day I wanted some tomato basil soup with some grilled cheese. You know, my fiance, we both kind of wanted it, right? So I had an awesome thought to get some tomato basil soup. And when I was in the store trying to purchase some organically, it just wasn't working. I couldn't find a good kind. So then I had the bright idea. I remembered when I really liked soups, I would go to Safeway, and I would do their little signature soups or whatever, right? So let me tell y'all. I go in Safeway, and I see the soup. I was like, oh, cool, they have tomato basil soup. And it looks great, and I'm like, yeah, tomato basil soup, right? So I pick it up. I pick up 2 things of it, right? I'm like, oh, we about to be on. So I'm in the line, and you guys know I'm pescatarian, so basically that means vegan, but I eat seafood, to keep it short, right? That's the basic definition. So I'm in the line, and I'm like, this soup looks really good. It looks like, you know, it's like creamy, like, because it's not the same texture, it's a little lighter. And I'm like, wait, oh shoot, cream. So then I start looking at flip it over, I'm looking at the ingredients, right? This thing is loaded with all kind of like cream with parentheses, skim milk, something, and all this stuff. And then I saw chicken stock. And I was like, Lord Jesus, can I just get some soup, man? So I put the soup, I was mad, so I'm going to be honest, and my fiance is watching, but I didn't put the soup back where it was supposed to be. I didn't put it back in the cold section. I just put it on the aisle because I was mad. So, all that cow butts in there. I was like, I ain't doing it. My stomach ain't even feeling that. So what I did was I go to the aisles. Normally, I don't go to the aisles too much in supermarkets because a lot of fast food are in the middle of the aisles in the supermarket. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. But I was like, okay, well, I'm going to just try it. So I go to the aisle. There is a can. There's organic. It was actually on sale. I was very happy about that. And it had very little chemicals in it, right? So I was like, awesome. Got the soup, got home. I was great. She had the good grilled cheese going. And the grilled cheese, meaning vegan bread, is I think it's called Good Seed, right? Or something like that. Yeah. So Good Seed, right? Here's the meal, right? So you see, I am going to put her out there. The Arizona energy drink, that was me because I had to finish a paper that night, right? And her wine, normally it's red, but yeah, I'm telling all the business today. I don't even care. So on the screen, if you're watching through the internet, you actually see the picture of the awesome soup and grilled cheese. So the cheese is Daya cheese, and so that is vegan as well. And it melts, so it was good. But that was an awesome meal. But these are the type of things that you have to look at or consider when making that vegan change, and really, it just helps you to really go into what am I eating. It helps you to go into, let me look at what I'm really putting in my body. Like, why do you have chicken stock in tomato basil soup? I have no idea. The basil gives it enough flavoring as is. Like, come on. But anyway, that's our industry, our food industry anyway. So I had a moment, but I recouped and I learned something new. Right? So these are the type of things that we have to do when making that kind of change and really getting into that. And actually, that was brings me back to, again, how I got started with like substitutions, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about substitutions later on. Actually, you know what? We can talk about it now. So the substitutions, meaning two of the things I used to like the most at my heaviest weight, which was like 350 something or another. I used to love ice cream and I used to love pizza. Like the two worst things ever, but the two most glorified foods as a kid. Like you have a pizza party or some kind of ice cream joint, you was in there, right? Like, so we got hooked to it. I got hooked. Anyway, that was back when I was on that cow puss. But what happened was those two things I changed first. Those were the two things I learned to substitute. So instead of, and I'm going to put somebody else out there too. How I got hooked to the pizza like that, my sister-in-law worked at the Pizza Hut up the street from the house. So you already know, me and my brothers were well taken care of in Pizza Hut. Truth. That's how I got there. And I'm going to leave her name out of it, though. That's all I'm going to say about that, because she know who she is, and the family know who she is, too. So I'm going to dedicate about 10 pounds, 20 pounds to her. I ain't going to say her name, though. Right now, Monica. Oops. So anyway, so instead of the ice cream, I made a change to frozen yogurt. Like, I didn't just hop on this vegan train. I'm not expecting most people to do that either. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So, but these are the steps you have to start considering making those changes. So I stopped the hardcore ice cream, the cookies and cream and all that, and I went to the frozen yogurt. Most frozen yogurts have similar flavors if you are just stuck and have to do that, you know. And then buy a reputable brand or look on the back of the ingredients. One of the major things to look at, if you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be. Why are you eating it? Okay, well, maybe that might be a lot of foods to some people, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, if it's, like, just too many vowels and not enough consonants or vice versa, you know what I mean? Yes, cousin, froyo was I lived by froyo, but now I don't even eat that. Because what happens is the frozen yogurts, some of them are like, you see, non-fat or low-fat, so most of it's just chemicals, too. Sorry, but that's just what it is. So I had to leave that alone. So those are some of the things. Oh, with the pizza, I stopped using Pizza Hut, and I started getting like the Kashi brand pizza or thin crust pizza or a pizza that was not so thick and loaded with crap, right? So I just kind of lessened it. My pizzas I got hooked to that. DiGiorno has one that's like garlic, mushrooms, and spinach or something like that. I started getting that one instead of everything else I was getting. So small changes, right? So yeah, that was that all of that type of stuff was real. So those are the type of things that you guys need to kind of watch out for with substitutions and with how you looking at your food, right? Because again, that's how I got here. That's how I got to the whole vegan, pescatarian lifestyle. All of that, just one step at a time, right? So I'm probably gonna have more situations where I'm venting about the vegan lifestyle because it's so much that you have to deal with and adjust when you're just trying to eat. Like now, family functions coming up. They like, well, what y'all gonna bring that y'all can eat? You know, because everybody else want everything that's loaded with animal products. So, and I don't blame them for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we grew up on. That's what we know. But we got to make alterations. But it's okay. We slowly getting family hooked on this pescatarian lifestyle, you know. So we'll keep working. We'll have more and more meals, you know, to do that. And another thing that I like was spaghetti, right? Some kind of spaghetti or chili. We from Kentucky, we put spaghetti in our chili, so it was a double dose of you getting all that, right? A good substitution. One night at home, we were able to make a good spaghetti squash. I know some of you guys have seen it in those little things y'all scroll past, you know, about the spaghetti squash. Is it good? How does it taste? Is it da-da-da? All that good stuff, right? So we made this one night for the first time probably about a month ago, but now we have, like, perfected it. And so my fiance cooked it the other night. Now, she took some shrimp that we had. Again, we pescatarian, so we still eat seafood like shrimp, scallops, things like that, right? So as you can see, again, if you're watching through the internet, you see the picture of the shrimp there. So then we took a bunch of the vegetables, yep, red onion, 3 different peppers, cut them up, sauteed them in the grapeseed oil. I think we got the picture of that on the grill, on the page as well. She sauteed the shrimp up in the grapeseed oil. I mean, she did her thing too. Shout out, you know. And then the spaghetti squash. What you do with that is you have to cook it first. So you cut it down the middle, throw some oil on it, put it in the oven for 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of it. And there you go. After that is done, you just kind of scrape through it, scrape it up. And as you can see there, just put it all in the pan, a little bit of red sauce, all of that there. She was able to do an awesome meal. We ate that for a couple days. Is it still? No, I finished that last night, matter of fact, so that's so that's done. That's done. But when you're eating like that, like, you can go crazy. You can eat as much as you want. Not that I still eat a whole lot, but if I come from the gym, that is awesome to put in my body. Everything there was grown somewhere, you know, from the ground up. Well, the shrimp, they swam, you know, in the ocean, but hopefully not some farm. I hope they didn't trick me, you know, and it's farm raised instead of in the wild, but those are, again, the gambles we take, right? So at least I didn't eat like a cow that, you know, was probably had some boil on the side of it and was cut up. It's like slaughtered and all that. So yeah, anyway, my bad for those who eat it. I ain't mad at you. I just want to see you live a little longer, that's all. You know, be a little healthier, so we can hang and make more memories and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying, cousins? I see y'all on there. So, again, more stuff to keep in mind, right? So that meal, all that was awesome. So y'all have great substitutions there, right? So here are some tips, though, right? Because I know the holidays are stressful for a lot of people, right? Sometimes we drink a little more than we should, or sometimes we just drink a little more, period, because it's the holiday, right? So here's some tips on the drinking, okay? Some people understand that light liquor has less sugar content than dark liquor, right? So if you don't mind switching it up, go ahead and switch to the light. Now, for those who drink light liquor and mixed drinks, cut the mixed drinks. Cut all the sugars and the fruits and the extra juices to make your mixed drink. Just cut all that out. Drink the liquor. Drink water between the alcohol. Stay hydrated. Matter of fact, stay hydrated first. You know you're going to drink on Monday. I need to make sure that you hydrate Sunday. Okay? Start Sunday. Hell, start early in the week if you can. But you at least want to do that. Start hydrating. Drink your light liquor. Now, if you're like me and I can't switch up alcohol, I know what works for me. And I don't like to feel sick. I just like to drink a little bit. I have to drink dark liquor. I'm not going to switch it up. But what I will do, is drink it straight. Again, I won't drink it in a mixed drink. So I'm not chasing it with soda and fruit punch and simple syrups and sour mix and all that. That's just added calories, added chemicals to the body. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. So cut all that out. Again, drink your water in between and kind of space it out. You know, we all want to feel good, but still be mindful of what we're doing to our bodies during this holiday season, okay? I mean, again, that's just a few tips, okay? So, again, when you're eating, as you're eating, we love the good old, what's it called? Because I don't eat them, mashed potatoes, right? So instead of so much mashed potatoes, go for the sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes have a little bit more nutrients than the mashed potatoes, okay? Just think about healthier choices. We like to load up on macaroni and cheese and all of those other good things. So instead of that, I know a lot of people bake apples or fry apples or something. Let's do more of that. The greens that get with the kale. Load up on the kale. The kale will help everything process better. Okay? So those are a few tips we want to just hit on with making those choices. And if there's ham versus turkey, do the turkey instead of the ham. Like, just little things, all right? Don't do 2 or 3 rolls. Just do 1 roll. And if you're drinking and you need something to soak up the liquor later on, then do the other roll to kind of help that out. You know what I'm saying? You know, or the water. The water, I just kind of want y'all to stay with the water too, okay? Please. I just want everybody to be safe and have a good holiday and not get too liquored up where you do something stupid and then you start family crap or whatever. I mean, I'm not speaking for experience. I don't do that or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, some of us out there got some issues. And we're trying to avoid all of that this season, okay? So what I've shared with you guys today, right, we are going to, through the holidays, some tips. We are going to drink our water between. We're going to hydrate before. If we can make a choice of drinking light liquor or dark liquor, we're going to go with the light. We'll do more straight liquor instead of mixed drinks. Let's see here. What else did I say? We'll do mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes instead of mashed potatoes. We will load on baked apples. We'll load on the vegetables that are not saturated in pork and beef. Load up on those, okay? Basically, to sum all of that up, all right? That's what I need from y'all. That's what I need from y'all to do to stay a little bit healthy, right? So those are some good tips on substitution. As far as my vegan, pescatarian lifestyle, I am holding strong. But again, like I was in the grocery store and I was looking for some pancake mix because I know there's some vegan pancake mix. But, you know, even the powder has eggs in it. So it's like, you have to read everything. When you guys start reading everything that you pick up, and some people are not going to want to do this because they're not going to want to know the truth. But when you start doing that, you really become way more aware of what you're putting in your body. And then sometimes, here's a tip. If you're able to really face it, once you look up these ingredients that you can't pronounce, go to Google and Google that ingredients. Find out where it came from, what it's used in, and what it was really meant for. That's going to start blowing your mind up. okay? Like, for real. Like, it's going to take you some places. And if you're having health issues during that time, it's going to help you to understand a little more of why, okay? So I'm not trying to bum y'all out because it's the holidays or whatever, but I want y'all to be around for more holidays so that maybe holidays aren't as bad for some people if you were here longer, if we were doing more to take care of ourselves. I mean, some things are out of our hands, I get it. But what's in our hands, we need to take care of and hold dear, okay? So, like, really on that note, I think that we all should become a lot more aware. We should all become, or at least be willing to stop and say, hey, what if I am no longer on these medications? What if I could walk to the end of the block and not be winded and play with my kid or my niece or my nephew or anything like that? And I may be going a little too personal with some people right now today, but guess what? I don't really care, because these holidays has people messed up because of who's not here, okay? Or who was here and who's not here now, or who they feel should have been here and who are not. It has a lot to do with it, okay? It also has a lot to do with how we spend the holiday, okay? Meaning some people have mental health issues that still can be addressed through physical activity. Some people have, other issues. And still what we're eating affects our moods and all those type of things and how we act. So our reaction to things. And so all of this, again, it affects the holiday. All of that affects why depression is always on a rise during the holiday. If you call any behavioral health institution, they will tell you you're not going to get an appointment right away during the months of December and January because they're loaded, all right? Because of people having to deal with holiday issues that they don't want to deal with or can't deal with because of people who are not here. And I get it, it's a whole lot of reasons. Or if they were, or if they are here, what they did to them that they could have been better at, their parent or guardian or whoever could have been better at if their health and their mentality and their mental health, physical health was at a better place, right? So, again, I know I'm going personal with some people, and some people are like, what the hell? I thought this is... No, this is a Sil Higgins Fitness and More, because it is more than just the physical aspect of fitness. It is about everything, because all of this affects us, okay? Whether you think about it or not, or whether you want to see it or not, how someone acts during the holiday affects someone else. How someone doesn't handle the death or passing of someone else, and they let that whole thing mess up their life. Well, guess what? They done messed it up for the people after that, too. The people that are still here. So I just want y'all to understand that this is all, it all comes together, all right? We have to take care of ourselves mentally and physically. And if we can't change ourselves mentally, we're never going to change ourselves physically, because we're still going to be thinking the same way. So we're going to still do things the same way, all right? So those are the things I want you guys to think about, to ponder over as we approach this last couple holidays here in the season and the new year, okay? So on today, again, I'm going to keep it light. We've kept it light. And I'm going to get on out of here and get home and probably cook something else tonight. Maybe I'll cook. I don't know. Well, I'll have to work it out. But it'll be pescatarian, and it'll be something, if I got to go to the store, I'll probably have another event about, because it's so freaking hard. But I like going to the doctor. And my health isn't an issue anymore. My weight isn't an issue anymore. They're like, dang, you're healthier than I am, or your numbers are better than mine. So I like that. It makes me feel good. All right? So y'all have a good holiday. I'll see you guys right before the new year. Next week's show is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't wait. Please tune in. If you're not tuned in next week, I'm telling you, you guys are going to miss something special. I promise you. And I know this one's going to be here. Shout out to my homegirl, JJ, who couldn't make it in today. And all positive vibes to her and her family and everything and all that good stuff, all right? All right, so I'm out of here, you guys. Till next week. I'll see you guys later.
Fresh break down. Everybody know what I'm trying to do now. Hold it down for my hometown. Profound when it comes to doing me because I do it easily and it pleases me. How? So focused, mind open. But hope, I'm in with a motive, soaking in a depth of my own ocean, hoping that the whole world gets the notion. I've been waiting for this minute for a minute, now I got it out my golf in a moment. Slice mode, can't sugarcoat it. Beast mode, can't control it. Hold up, if you're looking for me right here, with a pen, I'm in here to make it all clear that I gotta do it bigger and better and piecing the puzzle together for the people that never have let up. So fed up with the bullshit, me too. Like the world got a vendetta against you. Ain't no superhero coming for the rescue unless you ask me to do it, then I bless you. But wait, never too late. Take a deep breath, let it all marinate because the second that I do, I embrace my fate and I gotta make a move because I am that great. All I want is all of y'all to ponder. A better man willing to take his dream farther, but all the other didn't even try to bother. Start up the engine until we restarted. Pardon me, moment doesn't happen often, so while we here, let's enjoy it and applaud it. Take a second before the night becomes morning and tell those in the trust I hear them call. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I think they ready for me. I think they calling for me. I think they waiting for me. I hear them calling. I hear them calling for me. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I hear them calling. I remember when my days were so unsure, not knowing what I'm living on this earth for. Now I know that I am what I us for. Plus more representing Prince George for awards. Like the little nigga standing at the bus stop scared cause he fears that he's near to a gun pop. Headphones in his head disappears from this world for your peers in the realm of the hip hop. Just watch how we turn this whole life around. When everybody tried to tell him he was hellbound, but he smiles now knowing he's the reason for the power. Bow down to the brother on the